and welcome back to my channel. So I am finally back with a Happy Mail Time video for you guys. This is episode number 4, and today we're going to talk about choosing the kinds of goodies once you've done, for example, your washi tape sample and your envelope. How do you pick the goodies that you're going to actually put in your Happy Mail? So you guys can see I have various envelopes and boxes full of stuff, which I will go through with you guys so you can kind of see a little bit of what's in my collection and also how I go about putting Happy Mail together. So I decided that since I've been making samples and making things for you guys in these videos, I'm going to kind of put everything together so that at the end of the series I will have a finished Happy Mail that I can send off. So I want to make sure that everything kind of keeps going together, and that's why I'm using the sample that I made for you guys in episode 2 and one of the envelopes I made in episode 3. However, I forgot when I was making envelopes that I had used a larger size card which will not fit in here. So what I ended up doing is I really quick made up another set of envelopes with a different piece of paper that I think goes with this marbled, so that I would actually have an envelope that would fit the washi sample that I want to do for this particular Happy Mail. So this is the exact same setup that I used in episode 3 for making the envelopes. It's just a different piece of paper because I actually already sent the square one I made out of this paper to a pen pal. So let's get started. You guys know that I like to do washi samples that kind of all go together so that people can sort of use them as they will, but if they don't have other things that are in this style, or if they just don't use washi tape or stickers or what have you, they can actually do something with all of the stuff that I'm going to send. So what I do is the same thing with things like stickers and ephemera. I like to have something that's going to sort of all go together, but maybe with a couple fun things thrown in. So first up, I have my square envelope because that is what is going to fit this particular washi tape. So that will actually go in here. And I have a second envelope just in case I decide I want to do something a little bit different. So let's take a look first at stickers. So I have stickers in a couple of places. So this is actually my ephemera folder. So I will be looking at this one after I do stickers. So let's move this off to the side a bit. So this is my folder that has all of my, well, most of my sticker flakes. So I've got them organized, and I actually have another bit of ephemera I brought back from the States. So I actually have in the front things like tickets, but that are very thin. So things that I consider ephemera sometimes are gonna go in this brown envelope because it's a little bit thicker. But these are small sort of sticker-like ephemera that if you just run a glue runner along the back of it, you can basically use it for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and see, whoops, what I have in here. And these are actually a lot of times things that I get sent by other pen pals. And so obviously after a while you accumulate so much stuff that I like to kind of pay it forward, because a lot of the stuff I get is really, really pretty, but in quantities that I might not be able to use it all myself. So I do like to kind of go through and pick things that I think are going to be cute and nice, and obviously I still save a fair amount so that I can actually use them in my projects because they were things that were sent to me and they were really, really nice and thought out. So anyway, tangent. So I've got basically some blues, greens, and pinks in here. So I think I'm actually going to choose this little guy, and let's see, I want one of, ooh, we're going to do the little flower. I think I'm gonna send one of these. Let's see. And these are now all out of order. So these are actually little bits of paper. They're probably a classic-y paper that one of my pen pals stamped with her stamps, and they're just so cute. Oops, you do not go in here. Let's see. Oh, I think, well, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna send the cat writing. So. And as I go through, I definitely do put things back as I go. Otherwise, I would have to reorganize constantly, which, let me just say that organizing these 2 envelopes and also my box of stickers here the first time around was quite time consuming because I had just kind of everything all in different places. But now that it's done, it is really nice that I can just grab from the different piles, and I kind of know where things are. So since I have, whoops, so here, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get all this in camera. So since I have a bird theme here, I'm actually gonna do this little bird stamp. And I don't necessarily send like one thing or a couple things from every single every single category. It just depends. For example, I don't have any people on here, so I'm not going to send any people sticker flakes, but I will send something in terms of like animals and maybe plants because I've got flowers. So it just kind of depends. Whoa. And this is the hazard of stickered flakes. It just kind of depends what the theme of the particular Happy Mail is. So since this one's kind of muted tones with florals and birds, I'm going to kind of stick with that. So let's see. Actually, I'm going to send this little cat, which I think he'll go cute. So let's see. And I know I've got more in here, but ooh, bird. And actually, yeah. So you'll notice that I don't, like, I have a vintage theme going with the washi tape, but I don't necessarily always pick a vintage theme when I'm looking for stickers and stuff, just because people have different tastes than I do. So I like to include things that if they want to use something other than a vintage theme, they can. So let's see, I'm going to do a little bit of a couple of plant ones. I'm going to do this green one. I like that. And I want to do one that's like a flower. Ooh, we're going to do this gold because I actually think that looks nice with that flower washi. And let's see. I have another. Ooh, that one's pretty. Okay. So, all right, so this was the plants. This is food kind of stuff in general, and then these are things like stickers that are tickets. That's how that went together. Sorry about that. Let's see, I don't think I'm gonna do that one. These are like objects, sort of, and these are sort of random big ones that I didn't have another category for. You can see that my organizing system is not always the most precise. So I think in terms of sticker flakes, we're good. So now I want to look in my box. So this is my box of sheet stickers, and with these, I generally will not send a full sheet of stickers just because a lot of times, I don't know, like I enjoy getting full and partial sheets of stickers. It just kind of depends, but I think that it's nice to send a couple of partial sheets rather than like one full sheet that's all got the same stuff. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Let's see. Do I have any sort of floral themed stickers? That is the question. Oops. There. And some of them I don't tend to send in Happy Mail, although I'll use them to decorate just because they're not actually, they're not easy to cut apart or tear apart or what have you. So oops. And I do have certain pen pals that I might send a full sheet because I know they're going to use something like that, but then for other people, if I'm not really sure what they like, I try to send a little bit of a mismatch of stuff. Ooh, we're going to send this. So you'll notice this was something that actually came off of a different full sheet that are just cute little phrases, but they go with the color scheme, which unfortunately you don't actually fit in any of my envelopes, but that's okay. We'll make it work. So, let's see. Ooh, birds. There we go. So, well, they're not all birds, but this section is very birdy. So, and of course, I forgot my scissors. Okay, so I have my scissors, and I actually sometimes will even use my paper cutter to get really, really straight lines. Not always. Let's see. Yeah, I want to do this way. There. And a lot of times what I do, and I didn't, but it's okay, is I'll check and make sure it'll fit in the envelope. That's the other reason for doing the smaller bits, is that they can fit in a nice cute little envelope and it just looks nice, and they have, it's kind of like presents to unwrap. All right, so let's see. I have a, oh goodness. Unfortunately, I have to be careful that I'm not like unsticking stickers from their papers. Let's see. Okay, so I think that is going to be all on the sticker front. Let's see. So let's move that. Actually, I lied. So these are all of my Sticky Club stickers, so the Sticky Club packs that I've actually gotten. So let's, ooh, perfect. So I have these sticker flakes. So I'm gonna do, I think, this one. There we go. Actually, no, the gold looks better. Let's do gold. Oops. Okay, get back in there. And what do I have in here? Ooh, let's do some butterflies. That's pretty. So, will they fit? Yes, they will. Let's see. So, let's do there. And how do I want to do this? Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay. And sometimes I forget kind of what I have, so I like to flip back through and just make sure I'm not missing anything. This would be cool. Is there a way that I can actually cut these apart? I don't know. Oh my goodness. I'm having a really hard time seeing the lines, so I'm not even going to try and cut that apart. I like ones that are going to be fairly easy to do. Let's see. This one was all vintage stuff. Actually, some of these might be nice. Let's see. These ones are a little easier to see. Those flower ones, the lines are not all straight lines, so I didn't want to accidentally cut a sticker in half, so that's why I didn't feel like risking cutting that one apart. These are so pale on the like correct side that a lot of times I have to flip it over and just make sure which side I'm on. And let's do a couple of, let's see. Ooh, yeah, let's do these like peachy rose colored ones. There. Okay, and I'm actually gonna save. So sometimes when I have only one left, I'll sometimes save it out because I'll use it in packaging. Let's see. Oh, that's actually on top. I didn't put that back in. Not gonna do food. No, maybe some animals. Actually, we're gonna do one of these little ginkgo pieces of paper because I think they're really cute. Ooh, and actually, can I do you guys? That's gonna be a really messy cut. Let's see what I've got back here. So I'm gonna do this one there. Oops. I think I can do that one. That one's gonna be a little messy, but not quite as bad. Okay, so that is all in terms of those stickers, and I forgot. So in my sticker box, I actually also keep this, which is a tin that I've repurposed. They had vintage map stickers in them, but now I keep stamps. So I have had pen pals send me stamps, and then I also will save stamps. So for example, I know that this is from Sticky Club because I can see the pattern on the back, where I will soak them and take them off the back of the paper and save them for things. Some of them come off more easily than others, as you will see. So let's see if I have any. Ooh, let's do a little flower. Whoops. Let's see. And ooh, this one is really pretty, just kind of vintagey. Oops. And let's see, do another flower. This one's kind of fun because it's one of those round forever stamps we have in the US. Let's see. Let's do butterfly. And this green, no, it's a little too bright. I need like a more muted green. But this one, that'll go really nicely. Whoops, come on. Let's do the queen, because why not? And let's see. Oh, good. I have so many in here and they're not organized in the slightest. So you just kind of gotta flip through. Oops. Ooh, this one's pretty. And, all right, one more flip. See what I've got on the bottom here. These are some nice big flowers. All right, you guys are all upside down. That's not ideal. Let's see. Whoop. Wanted another bird, but I'm not seeing. All right, it's gonna have to be this one. I don't know what you are. It's a Polish stamp as far as I can tell, but I have no idea what the bird is. Maybe a pelican? All right, so let's do that. And one last little section. And like I said, I don't always pick something from like everything, but just to give you guys an idea of what kind of stuff I have in my collection, I'm going through more things than I sometimes would. It just kind of depends who I'm sending stuff to and all of that. So I've already got 2 little pieces of paper, so I think I'm gonna skip that section. Like these tickets. Oh dear. And again, with ephemera, they just kind of all fall. So let's do a finger. And these little circles are handy for like putting behind something more patterned. There we go. Let's do one more. And do kind of like, let's see. This one I definitely don't, this is just like vintage rather than going with my flower and bird theme, because I just don't have flowers and birds in this particular set of ephemera. Ooh, this one, that one looks cool. All right, so there, and this is one of those things that I know, for example, there are some people who use a ton of ephemera like this, and there's some people who don't really use it at all. So I like to pick things that are gonna be a little bit thinner so that if you do decorate your bullet journal, or if you scrapbook, or if you do junk journaling, it's gonna be a little bit easier to use, which, you know. And also, you know, sometimes you send people stuff and you're not sure if they're gonna like it, but there's always the option that they will keep the things that they will use, and then they'll kind of send the other stuff forward to other pen pals, which I think is part of the fun. Things kind of distribute themselves throughout the world amongst pen pals, all that kind of stuff. I think it's kind of fun. Ooh, this one's cool. Let's do that. So this is actually a set of, oh, what was it? It was like old French newspaper ads or something like that, that I got. And I think if this is the right one, this is one that actually was from an Etsy shop that only shipped in the US. So a pen pal of mine actually bought it for me, and then I bought like the equivalent amount of stuff for things in France that she couldn't find, and then we swapped. So that was kind of a cool, this is a cool ephemera set to get because there's kind of a story behind it. Here we go. I don't want to, no, I don't think I want to do that one. Not quite the right style. Okay, I think we're good on the ephemera. All right, so now, whoops, now what I like to do is take a look at everything I've got. So basically I have kind of 2 sections. I have stuff that are actually stickers, and then I have stuff that's paper that can be glued down kind of as stickers. So I think what I'm going to do is anything that's a sticker, since I have to put the washi tape in this envelope, all the stickers are going to go in here, and then anything that is a paper that's going to fit is going to go in here, and anything that's too big for this one will just go in here, if that makes sense. So let's take a look at, all right, so these ones, for example, these are too big to fit in this small envelope, so I'm going to stick them in the big one. But then all this other stuff is going to go, whoops, kind of haphazardly, just so it fits in, goodness, in my little envelope. So there. Okay, so that's one. And then I'm going to stick, so I like to do washi tape sideways. I don't know why, just like feel like it's in there a little bit more sturdily. So this one I know is not going to fit, so I'm actually going to save that one. You will see it again in a future video. Oops. Goodness. So I like to kind of collect up all the sheet stickers and the larger ones and just kind of tuck them in there somehow. There. Let's see. There we go. And the last few, there we go. Last few sticker flakes. Get them off the table. There. Okay. So this, in terms of ephemera, this is how I like to send things so that when the person opens up the envelope, you don't have stickers and little stamps and pieces of paper floating around everywhere and getting caught up or like just getting kind of wrinkled. So the way that I like to actually close these is either, so for example on this one where the tab is like all the way down to the bottom here, what I'll do is I do a little dot of glue, not a lot, just enough to kind of keep it closed, because also people can reuse these envelopes for storage or to send to other people, so I don't want to do a ton of glue so that it then rips as they open it, but usually just this little dot is enough to keep it closed but not too hard. And then I like to do something like a little sticker on the outside. So let's do that. Okay, there we go. So I have this one. That one's pretty easy. And actually, so because it's so low down, I actually need to kind of fold that sticker up. Hopefully it'll stay put. So this one is all ready. And then for this one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do actually the same little dot of glue. Oops. And I think I'm gonna do a different sticker. Let's see, what am I gonna do for this one? Oh, I know. I'm gonna do one of these little, here, one of these little picture frame ones that I ended up sending. So I think this kind of dark gardeny scene looks, oh no, as of course I rip it. These guys are little like washi stickers, so they are kind of delicate, but there we go. There. So with these I like to do stickers because I kind of have the intention that if people want to, they can then reuse the envelope, so I don't want to do anything super messy on these. So that is the ephemera that I'm going to send, and like I said, this one is going to come back in a future video. So that is all I have for you guys today. This is how I like to package up my washi tape and ephemera to then send in Happy Mail. So if you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!